Hello and welcome back with me, Admiral. Joining me back on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So in today's video, I thought I would give a little bit of an update to where my roster is currently at, how far along I am with the SLKR build, what's new to the game and what has changed. So in terms of what's changed, obviously, if you are playing the game, you probably already know. If you're not playing the game and you would like to play the game, then GAC has changed. So the way that GAC is now done, or Grand Arena Championship, the way this is done now, you are put into leagues and then you have to then progress through the leagues. You get still 3 rounds as always per week, and then the battle and the actual thing lasts for a month, or 4 rounds per session. But the difference now is between each round, or between each sort of event each week, you then can progress through this carbonite or this different league status. So I'll show you what that means. So at the moment, as you can see, I'm in carbonite 1. So that means I get 75 crystal per day. No matter what, I get 75 crystal per day. And then depending on where you get, so if you victory, you get this much. If you defeat, you're still getting something, but it's not obviously anywhere near as much. And then you go into the realm of your weekly event rewards. So it depends where you currently are sat with your weekly event rewards, depending on what you get. The last week's event, I finished rank 1. So in that one, I ended up getting 750 crystal with 3 Zetas and a bunch of other nice stuff. With a few gear at the bottom that's always needed as well. So carbonite, stun guns, stuff like that, stun cuffs and that. So it's all good stuff. But even if you're finishing, say, 7th, you're still going to get 1 Zeta, still going to get 250 crystal, which is still okay, because you're still going to be getting that 75 crystal a day anyway, so that 250 is just extra crystal for you to go with that. And then, again, you're still going to get all of these nice gear stuff, but again, it's just a little bit less than you would if you won with a decent amount of them. And then obviously, if you know rank 1 as well, you don't only just get rank 1 here, you then get the championship. So this is going for the championship rank 1. And that is providing you have obviously finished your entire round and you finish number 1. So then you'll get an extra 290 plus 1500 and a little bit of credits. And then they go into different, so this is one league within this tier. And then it goes into obviously the bronzium tier, the chromium, the iridium, and then the kyber tier. So if you are within the kyber 1, for example, which is basically going to be the people with the biggest rosters in the game and the best players in the game to obviously accompany that big roster. So what they get is they get 260 crystals a day guaranteed. And then depending on what their win to defeat is, if they win, they get 900 there. And then the actual rank system itself is exactly the same. They do not get any more or less than you. Even at the lowest level, it's exactly the same. The only difference is their victories, they get 900 and 350. And their defeats, they get 200 and 150, 25 there. But everything else is exactly the same. And then depending on where they finish then is dependent, because they can finish obviously within the best person within the galaxy, basically. And if they finish number 1 to 50, they get 2,500 plus a butt ton of other stuff. So that's basically how the current system now works. It's kind of interesting. I personally do like it. I've just gone against Turlock Horde, so there is that. I did clear his top zone. I'm just waiting for him to respond. It's got 12 hours, so still plenty of time to respond. So we'll see what he's at. I'm not going to even attempt this bottom zone because I've got nothing left in the bank to even try and clear this. So I'm not even going to attempt it because there's no point. But yeah, so that's GAC. In terms of my roster, let's have a little look where we are with SLKR and all the likes of that. So if we go to Journey Guide, so we're still, obviously, as you can see, still grinding towards SLKR. We've got a few more where we had last time. So we've got all the main characters. So we got all Gear 5s, all Relic 5s, the Kali Ren and Unmasked versions, these 2 characters. They do need to be Relic 7, but we're going to wait on getting everyone up before we upgrade them to Relic 7. So they're just going to stay at Relic 5. Both pilots are now Relic 3 just because I use their ships. Sith Trooper, we're getting to Relic 5 as well because he's part of my main squad arena team. And then my next character that I'm working on predominantly is First Order Stormtrooper. He's not overly far off. I mean, we just need to get 10 more of them. And then that's that bit of gear that we can strap on there. And then we've got a lot of this stuff as well. We just need to get a little bit more of that. And we just need to get a few more of them and injectors again. So he's not too far off being able to get to gear 13. And then we can relic him to Relic 5 as well. As he, again, is part of my squad arena team. I am relicing them because it does help in squad arena. All the others, though, so the likes of Executioner, Captain Phasma, Emperor Palp, and First Order Officer and Veteran Smuggler Han, all them 5, we are just going to get to gear 13, and then we are going to we're going to hoard all of our basically signal data and stuff like that. So we're going to try and get them to gear 13 and then hoard our crystal signal data and everything, and then we can hopefully, just before we do the event, we can then start whacking all of the signal data onto these characters and getting them to the relics that they need to be. Palp needs to be Relic 7. All the others are Relic 5, other than Veteran Smuggler Han, who is Relic 3, I believe. So yeah, all the others are Relic 5. And then that is all the character requirements for this character. So yeah, 7, 5, 5, 7, 5, 5. Han is 3, like I said. Sith Trooper, we're nearly there. We're literally like on the doorstep of that. And then 7, and then the finalizer we need to get to 5-star. We are working on the finalizer as we speak. The finalizer itself is not too bad. We have finally unlocked the finalizer. As you can see here, we got 20 out of 65 to get it to 5-star. So we're just waiting for the next event to come up, and we are going to upgrade that whilst we're here. So that is now fully maxed out for this star level. So we can't get any higher than this now. So yeah, so we are just working on this as and when it comes up. I don't know what the next event, when the next event's going to be, but it should be within probably about a week's time, I believe. So hopefully that comes up and we can start working on getting this to 5-star. Other than that, it's an incredibly good ship since we have all the First Order pilots and stuff. So we've got both of them 7-star, everything 7-star in terms of pilots. And then the silencer is up here and it's now fully maxed out in everything. So we just need to get Kylo Ren on mass to Relic 7 and then he is done. And then in terms of other characters, we have started to now let's go to squads a second. So as you can see, my Revan team is pretty much stagnant. He's not doing anything because I'm not putting anything on them. Bounty Hunters, I have been gearing up Boba Fett a little bit just to get him a little bit stronger, and Cad Bane we have geared up a little bit as well. We finally have a 7-star General Kenobi, and Padme team has again just remained stagnant since we don't need to put anything on them. The Palpatines had I would say an upgrade because we now have Mara Jade. She's only 3-star, but she's incredibly useful with this team and this lineup. So we just need to get this lineup a little bit stronger. But Palp is going to be getting up there anyway because we need to get him to Relic 7 eventually for SLKR. CLS, we finally got 3PO to 7-star. So we have this CLS team, and we've put a few more gears onto CLS himself. So yeah, that's a good team. We just need to get C3PO now for that team, and then we put Kyle-Katarn. Again, we're not putting too much into him though. Geo's exactly the same as where they were last time. We just need to get them up a little bit higher so we can do the Wat Tambor event, Phoenix, whatever. And we've actually started to get all the Dr. Revan or Darth Revan, Dr. Revan. We've all started to get all the Darth Revan stuff ready and get geared to go. So we've got Bastila, she's up to gear 9 already. And then we just need to get the rest up to probably gear 8/9 to make this event even somewhat doable. We need to get all the rest up, but we are struggling behind a little bit of a gear wall at the moment because we need all of these random bits of gear, these injectors and stuff like that, these low bits of gear that for some reason I don't have a lot of. So yeah, once we get that, we can get obviously Carth up to gear 8, and then but we'll have a little scout to see what he is on gear 9, and we need to upgrade all his mods. Same with Canderous. Again, we need to get his up to gear 8, but he is a little bit more pricey because he requires Carbontes and Stun Guns. So he is a little bit pricier. See, even more Carbontes. The Stun Guns I'm not too bothered about because we have quite a lot of them hoarded so far. Or we at least have 2 sets of them hoarded so far. And then we just need to get Juhani up, but she's not even 7-star yet. She's very, very close. And then we just need to, like I say, we need to go through all the mods, and we need to actually upgrade all the mods when they are done. But yeah, we've been able to go through some of the events. We've 7-starred a couple of the teams down here as well. So like you see here, Rex has been 7-starred and Echo's been 7-starred. Just because I wanted their shards, because we were running low in the shard shop, so we wanted to get them shards. I've also tagged all of the people that you need for JMK as well, which is all of these, just to see where I am with them in terms of characters and what characters I should be working on. So I'm trying to get Qui-Gon up to a level or 7-star capable, as he is incredibly useful in Grand Arena with his Omicron, so I probably will be using him in the future. So we are trying to get him up. He's only 230 away from being 7-starable, so that's okay. We were working on Shakti now as well because of the clones, and Yanida for this obviously event as well. Cad Bane we're not really doing anything with. And then yeah, that's pretty much where we are with that. Future teams, as you can see, we've got Shakti 5 first. Yeah, we've got Darth Revan. We are working on Darth Revan. As you can see, we've got 110 out of 330 right now. So we are working on that. We just need to get, like I say, get the other characters up a little bit higher. SLKR, obviously, we know. Bad Batch, we will be working on them in the future. I am working on Wrecker right now just because his node has the ship on, has the Y-Wing for the Galactic Republic. So it has that Y-Wing. So we are working on Wrecker right now just to get that ship. Bounty Hunters are pretty stagnant, not doing much with them other than working on Grief Karga because he has the Rebel Y-Wing on his node as well. So we are working on him, so hopefully we can get him up and then we can throw him in with the Bounty Hunter lineup and replace Cad Bane because Cad Bane's not as good. And then we've got some teams that I would be desirable for in the future. So we've got obviously the Trooper team, which we'll look at in the future. And then we've got Traya. We are working on Darth Nihilus. Because Darth Nihilus obviously is needed for that team, and we also need these things as well, so we may as well just get them from this node since we need both of them anyway. So we are working on Darth Nihilus. We already have Scion at 7-star, and Traya is nicely on her way to 7-star, just as and when the Sith event comes around. So we got her to 20 out of 100 so far. So yeah, we're just working on Nihilus, getting him 7-star capable. And then we can work on the others. But to be honest, these are the only 3 really that you need for this team, predominantly. And then the others are just a bonus. So this will be a team in the future. But right now, it is not worth working on. It's a bit like the 501st. Until I have Shakti capable, ready, and Arc Trooper capable and ready, there's no point in me even working on these. The only reason 5s is because he's with Padme right now. And that is pretty much it. So yeah, that's where we sit. In terms of table, we're currently 290 in arena, 16th in fleet, which is pretty decent, and then we're just waiting on our enemy to counter us with regards to the Grand Arena. But yeah, I'm getting my Qui-Gon Jinn shards from the Cantina store at the bottom here, and then in this store all we're doing is working on Ewoks, because our Ewoks are what's needed for C-3PO. And as you can see here, so what we're doing with all the gears going towards them, but I'm not really putting too much energy towards them to get gear. I'm just waiting for the gear to come from events and different things like that. We're working on Juhani because we need to get it to 7-star. So she is primarily getting most of our energy right now and the refresh. Once she's 7-star, I can then take her on from our favorites and we can just try and gear her up as much as we can. The energy then is going to go predominantly towards Wrecker and Wicket, because they are both Wrecker for the ship, Wicket because we need Wicket for obviously getting C-3PO. And then my Cantina energy is getting split between Arc Trooper and Signal Data. So it's getting split between both. So do half on signal data, half on Arc Trooper every day so far, because I don't do a refresh on that. Energy for ships is going towards Shak T and Grief Karga, because they both, obviously I need her as a character, and then Grief Karga because of the Rebel Y-Wing. However, obviously Grief Karga himself is incredibly useful. If we have any leftover energy, is going towards Darth Nihilus, and any leftover ship energy goes towards B1 Battle Droid. And then that's pretty much it. Low grade and Paplo are from the stores. You can get Paplo in, I believe, Cantina. Yeah, you can. You can get them in Cantina, but if I can get them in, well, I shouldn't really get them in the store because you can get them in Cantina. So I am working predominantly on low grade from the Cantina store. And then in Cantina, once we've unlocked Arc Trooper, or once we've got Relic 5 on this, I will stop the signal data and we'll be splitting our Cantina energy between Chief Chirper and Arc Trooper. And both of them two characters will be getting our predominantly most of the energy from the Cantina energy part. Other than that, that's where we're currently sat. We are in a pretty good position. We're at nearly 1.9 galactic power. Ships wise, we are pretty much running the same ships, other than we unlock the Finalizer, we unlock the Chimera as well, or we can at least activate it. We 7-starred our Executrix as well, which is also amazing. And we are not horrendously far. We're still quite far off, but we're not stupidly far off getting a Negotiator now as well. We are 98 out of 145. We are getting Negotiator stuff within the drops of the mod battles. So we have been able to manage to get, I think, about 10 so far of this blueprint. So yeah, we need 47 more to go, and we should be able to get the Negotiator, and we already have a decent enough fleet. In terms of fleet, we are working on Anakin Starfighter still. We've just managed to finish the Umbaran, or 5s, 1 to 7 star. So we are going to be working on Anakin's full on now. Probably will get a refresh as well, as we do need to get this up as quick as we can, because his is vital for this to work. Right, other than that, it's been an incredibly long video. Hopefully this has been useful to you and should show you what to look out for and maybe what you should work on in the future. Like I say, for Gak, I've been doing incredibly well so far. And it's what teams to look out for, what teams you should be working towards. So hopefully this has been enjoyable, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.